Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. How are you doing? I hope that you're doing well and you are excited for this lecture. Welcome to English grade 7 video lessons. Today we will be going to start our new chapter, and this is called Historical Marvels. It includes so much interesting detail about different historical places that you find in Pakistan and in others as well. So the theme that we are going to explore over here is self, people and places, and we focus on places over here. The sub theme that we have is places of historical, cultural and geographical importance and interest in Pakistan and other countries. So the lesson is exactly made up on the theme and the sub theme. All right. This is an introductory lecture where we will be introducing you with all those different lectures, the different learning outcomes that are coming your way. But first, let us go through this theme overview about the main lesson, so that if you have not read the lecture, you may have an idea about it and you know what is coming next. So the lesson is about exploring significant or important historical marvels, historical places that are like, they are so wonderful to look at, we call them marvels, and understanding their role in shaping the cultures and civilizations, as they are very much important. Now, it focuses on recognizing the historical, cultural, and geographical importance of landmarks such as the one that is mentioned in the text is Qila Bala Hisar, the Great Wall of China, and the Blue Masjid or the Blue Mosque as well. Now, by studying these sites, these landscapes and historical marvels, you can appreciate the rich heritage of various regions and the stories they represent, fostering a sense of connection with the past and respect for different cultures, different conventions and different countries. Now, just like we have in our country, there are so many wonderful historical marvels and landscapes available in other countries as well. So we should learn that we should appreciate the art, the culture, the lands and the buildings of other nations and other countries as well. Now, this is the whole gist and crux of our main lesson. Let's talk about our lecture number 1, where we will talk about using adverb clauses as needed in their speech and writing. Yes, we will learn that what is an adverb clause and how we can identify it. It means that that clause will act as a verb, they will act as an adverb. So this is what we are going to explore in lecture 1, and for the lecture number 2, you have to explain functions of different conjunctions or transitional devices, or you can call them transitional words used for purposes. For example, so that, in order to, or so as to. You can also use them for places like where, wherever, and words for showing condition, until, unless. So these are all the purposes of using transitional devices or transitional words. We will learn them with examples. So in the next lecture, we will talk about identifying phrases through keywords. Now, phrases, we are already well aware of them now, but using the keywords, we can quickly and easily identify any phrase. So in the next lecture, we will talk about comprehend and use phrasal verbs and adverbial phrases. Now, phrasal verbs and adverb phrases or adverbial phrases. This is what we are going to explore. So before attending the lecture, you must revise your concept of what a phrase is. Then we will combine other parts of speech with the phrase that we can find in different texts. In lecture number 4A, this is about reading comprehension, where you have to find and determine a central idea of an informational text and how it is conveyed through particular details. We will provide a summary of the text distinct from personal opinions or judgments. Now, summary that is both objective and subjective, we will talk about them, and we will also see that how we can read something and identify the central idea for which the text is based upon. Next one, we have differentiate literary from non-literary texts. Informational texts. Note the purpose of each type of text and read accordingly. Now there are literary texts and non-literary texts. We need to differentiate and distinguish them with one another, or informational texts as well. We will see what is the difference between these two and how we can identify whether a text is literal or non-literal or actually informational. Next lecture is about your oral competency, where you have to develop the ability to pose rhetorical questions for a range of audiences. Now, rhetorical questions are very much important in your speech, and they are very much important in your communication skills because they build an emphasis in your speech. We will learn that what are these rhetorical questions and how we can use them. Are they supposed to be answered or just not answer them? Now, for the writing competency, right after the oral communication, as we always do, students, we have another learning outcome: write narratives or stories, as you can call them, to develop real or imagined experiences or events using effective techniques, descriptive details, and clear event sequences. So we have narrative writing, where you can write about real experiences or fictional or non-factual or imagined experiences, and you have to use some techniques, effective techniques, then descriptive details, and to organize the events in a logical sequence. These are all the things that we will learn in our narrative writing. We will see narrative passages and text with examples. These are all the lectures that we will be following in this lecture series, students. I hope that now you will prepare your lecture beforehand, before the day, before you attend the lecture. Thank you so much for listening. I hope that I'll meet you in the next video lesson with your attention and your very much zeal and happiness. I hope that you take care of yourself. See you. Allah Hafiz.